Hello there everyone and welcome back to Modded Minecraft. We are back and we have solved the mystery of the mysterious missing ingots. And it's...
Oops.
Well, oops and not oops. This is... I have no idea what happened here. The good news...
I think I do know what happened, and I should have probably seen this coming.
Yeah. So the good news... So first the good news. We still have our 28,000 iron ingots. Although Shneeky has destroyed the barrel and all of its upgrades. And the barrel is not here. But because of some quirk of what went wrong, as far as the system is concerned, the iron is still in the network.
Yeah, what happened is it doesn't recognize that the barrel was actually pulled, so the barrel is both there and not there.
Yes, it is truly a quantum barrel. Schrodinger would be proud. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to use export bus. Did I get that facing the right way? I think I did. And we are going to use it to push the iron out into the system, which it should be doing right now.
Yeah, you have to set it for a higher priority.
Oh yes, okay. How do you set priority on it?
There you go, it's going.
No, export buses don't have priority. They are override everything.
Okay, well, it is increasing in quantity over here.
Good.
Now then, I'm going to go ahead and grab that 5x upgrade, because we're probably going to need it here.
Yeah, oh yes. Oh, and yes, observe that we are exporting ingots, but it should be storing them as blocks, correct?
That is correct. It is going to be storing it as blocks. So it's 16 stacks of blocks times 5. So 16 times 5 stacks of blocks.
All right. Now, this isn't the fastest way to do this, right?
No, but it's the one we have available right now, unless you want to get some acceleration cards for that bad boy.
Well, I do have acceleration cards in there, but there is we were talking about another way we could potentially do this, right? Still involving moving the barrels, but in a slightly more structurally sound manner.
Actually, hang on a second. We're getting this moved at a really rapid clip here. We're now at 85 blocks of iron. Oh wait, that's just about a stack of. Okay, no, that's going slow.
Yeah, it's extremely slow. We'll let that one go as it is, just because we're dealing with quantum uncertainty there. Now, is that the speed of the system, the ability of this system to move items around, or? No,
it is the speed. The throttle is the actual export bus itself.
Right, and because it's moving it in the form of ingots, it's moving a stack of ingots at a time, or something.
Right.
Okay, so that's fine. That's not an unexpected pace, but it's not ideal. So what we're going to try is a slightly more robust system, and possibly something that won't go kaboom on us either. Conduit, upgrade.
Yeah, that was definitely an earth-shattering kaboom.
Yes,
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed. Well... No, that's not the right one. We want... There we are. Speed upgrades. Okay.
Yeah. That'll work. Ender IO.
Yeah, except we do not have an adequate quantity of electrical steel. So we're going to have to make electrical steel.
Well, that's what an alloy furnace is for. We'll need some silicon for that, I believe.
The network should handle it. It's all there. I'm going to make a bunch. Oop, we're short on silicon for the amount I just told it to make, but I told it to make a lot, so... That should be enough. Yep. Actually, that's one thing I never did do, is set up the ability of silicon to be auto-crafted.
Sand in a sag mill.
Yeah, I know. I just never actually set up the requesting system.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The actual system to create it on demand is what's still missing. There we are. Just dumping the rest of this into the network here. Okay. Now, the electrical steel should be getting crafted down in the alloy furnace. Let's find out if that's actually working according to designed standards. And indeed it is. The question is, where is that electrical steel all going? I mean, it must be winding up back in the network somewhere, right?
Well, it's got to be going somewhere. It can't be going nowhere.
It could just be taking its own sweet time actually getting crafted here.
Possibly.
Alright, well, let's get a couple of these upgrades done. Alright, I got 3 of them. I got 5 so far. Let's see how far 5 of these upgrades take us speed-wise. So, the plan was... now, I think we're going to say goodbye to this hopper, right?
Yeah, you can pull the hopper.
Alright, so we should be able to just do this with... Oh, and the issue, by the way, we didn't mention this, but the issue that we were having was 100%... It was all to do with the dolly we used, right?
Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah, so the dollies from Inventory Tweaks, funny enough, do not play nicely with the Jabba barrels. Did you do osmium?
Yeah, osmium is one of the things compacted.
Okay, so I'm going to take this over, and I mean, we're going to have to do most of this off camera. I don't think anybody's going to want to sit around watching us do this, but I'll drop this right here. And then our lovely little upgraded... I thought I had 5 of those. Alright, not very fast again, but once we get a few more of those upgrades in place, we should be pretty happy.
Yeah, but all those barrels, or drawers actually I should say, all connected with a single storage bus.
Yeah, well, or at least they will be. You know, we could actually have the import bus and a storage bus on there at the same time, couldn't we?
We can.
Now, the storage bus, if we gave the storage bus higher priority, would it actually... What the heck just happened? Okay, I just had the items in my hand disappear on me. That was weird.
I just picked up an item conduit speed upgrade. Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, I don't know. Just go through... Yeah, I had them in my hand and then they disappeared.
I found one and I picked it up.
Yeah. System is acting just a little twitchy. Well, throw it in the... And 5. Increases speed. Should be increasing the speed by 5 now. It's coming out not quite. It's not coming out a full stack at a time yet, but now why don't we make one of these? Let's demo one of these level monitoring upgrades just for.
That's just what I was about to do.
See, you notice that we can't see how much of something there is in these barrels just on a glance. We can see what's in it, but not how much. Now, these upgrades that Shneeky's about to make let us... Well, we'll see. It should show, what, the percentage full or something?
Yeah, it'll have a bar of how long it, you know, of how full it is, percentage-wise.
Yeah, I'm going to get a storage bus in place on this. was thinking to myself, the network could get a little twitchy if we don't have somewhere to put that, if it's processing any ores right now. So we'll let it start putting the appropriate... all this stuff in its appropriate place in the
I think it has finished moving all of the iron over.
Oh, has it?
It's got 3,165 blocks of iron and 8 iron ingots.
Now, if we set the priority of this thing high, like higher number, right? That sets how...
We don't actually need an import bus if we've got a storage bus on there, because we can pull from and draw to, or push to and pull from any of the drawers.
Oh, will it? So will it start pulling stuff out of these barrels into those drawers?
Oh, yeah, no. For pulling it out, you're going to need that export bus.
Yeah.
So let's not set up the other one just yet.
No, I did.
Here's the other cute thing. Why don't you come over here? I want to show you how this upgrade works.
Okay. Yeah, let's have a look.
Look at the
nice.
iron drawer. Yeah, you'll notice how it's about roughly halfway full.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about right. So that's what the upgrade does. And if you shift right click, you'll see that's the storage upgrade Mark II. The storage upgrade Mark 1, the status upgrade Mark 1, will only turn on if it is completely full. Otherwise, it won't do anything.
Cool.
So not quite as useful. However, again, we'll be able to see the specific number once we hook this bad boy up to an ME system.
Which it actually is now. It's got a storage bus on it, so we should be able to see the iron in the system now. Yep, we can. We can also see 256,000 iron nuggets.
and the blocks as well.
Nice. It's kind of cool.
Yep. Now, imagine doing that with, say, glowstone, where you could see the glowstone dust, or the glowstone. Now, imagine doing that with redstone, because you can compact redstone into redstone blocks. So you're going to be storing that many blocks of redstone.
Now you know
you can pull either one out.
Now you know what I noticed is that pulled in 28,000 really fast through that export bus. A lot faster than our conduit is working. So I think I'm going to reconfigure the export bus for another item. Do you have somewhere?
All right.
You have somewhere for tin?
Let me just double check. 10, yes. I've got 10 copper, silver, lead, and osmium.
Tin is incoming.
And gold.
And I've put in 9. We're up to 9 upgrades on the osmium export here. Wow, and it's still not doing. That's slow. Wow.
Yeah, it's about 1 stack.
And we're going to need those upgrades in place. Or does the tin one already have its upgrade? Nope. Hold on. How much can these drawers hold by default?
16 stacks of blocks.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's more... Okay, yeah, that's right. Stacks of blocks. Yeah. Right, I keep forgetting it's stacks of, it's 16 stacks. Yeah, don't ask me what I was thinking there. Okay, so yeah, so the export bus is going to be the way to go here, I think, because it's pulling it stack at a time here. The conduit's not quite as efficient. This is going to take a while, though, isn't it? So
quite possibly.
All right. Well, is there any other neat things we should show off about this before we continue with other things here?
There's one other block I would like to introduce to you.
Okay.
This is called the controller slave. You remember how the controller block can have things pushing into and out of it to be able to push in or out of the entire bank?
Right.
Controller slave does the exact same thing, Only you can only have one controller per bank. So basically, the slave is how you put more faces for import and export automation.
Okay, so if you need it to be able to pull more stuff, basically pull items.
Simultaneously.
Okay, so you could say connect up a half dozen of those and have each one on a storage bus. Or
import bus.
Or an import or an export bus.
Or even better, I can drop down, say, him right there, and then you could put 5 import buses on him and just go to town.
Or export buses, you mean?
Or export buses, yeah.
Okay, but we still need it. Actually, the place we're going to want it, we want it somewhere where it can be accessed easily by the network. So,
well, keep in mind, it's right now. Once we get all of this done, it's only going to need one storage interface.
Yeah, no, I know. I just want to put this somewhere where I can get a ME conduit to it more easily. Whoops. That didn't work quite well. I keep forgetting picks do really weird things with applied energistics.
Yeah, kind of.
And that was doing tin, wasn't it?
Yes.
Cool. Well, there should be lots of acceleration cards in there.
Right now, I'm adding storage upgrades to all of my drawers.
Okay. Might want to do it to all the other ones too. The wood drawers are going to need. I think just about all of our drawers. If we're first and foremost decommissioning the Super Soren drive, all our drawers are going to need upgrades of one sort.
That's not going to be a problem.
All right, export bus. One needs formation cores. I wonder how many slots are left on this network section I attached to.
Not sure.
Yeah, well, I guess...
a smart cable will tell you. 1.
Well, does that propagate up the chain, though? Does that information continue to does that... I thought the smart cables only told you how many were in use at this particular location. We'd have to go find the origin of the cable to find out how many are available on the whole local network, right?
Oh, shoot.
What's wrong?
Hang on.
Whoops.
Oh, we're out of smooth stone, that's all.
Okay, just one thing I just realized is that I put this in a spot where it's not actually connected to the drawers network. Not entirely well thought out on my part, but fixable. There we go. That'll work better. So I'm just adding 3 more export buses to this thing, and we'll see how well it handles it. Now, export buses will only export what you tell them to export, not just anything, right? All right, lead, silver, copper. Copper, silver.
Oh, the jungle planks are being used to craft the chest, which is used to being able to craft the thing. That's what's going on.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right, I've got 3 more export buses, fully accelerated export buses on the system now, so that should be enough to keep this moving at a reasonable clip. Especially once we are... yeah, okay. Everything's coming in quickly now. Yeah, forget the... yeah, don't worry about the Ender IO one. That's obviously not fast enough. Okay, so let's... I'm gonna go work on the other project we were talking about with the Kate's Botania system. We were going to use the RedNet controller to control the output of these to convert
yes.
to convert these signals to pulses, right?
Yes.
All right. So if I recall correctly, RedNet accepts produces signals from each face, right? Is it signals by, or is it one face and signals by color? I'm just trying to remember.
Each face is its own dependent bank of colors.
Okay, so I could theoretically put all of these in through one. No, wait, because.
Yes, you can, actually. You can say input on the south face white, output on the south face yellow.
Ah, perfect.
On the same face. Not a problem.
Now, can these interface? Yes, they can interface directly with... Alright, I just need to... Now, how do you control what color the input signal is to a cable?
I'm sorry?
You take a RedNet cable and it's connecting to something. How do you control what color that incoming signal is?
You tell it in the programmable RedNet controller.
Okay, so each face can have one input color and one output color then?
Yep.
Okay, that's actually perfect. Alright, so disable that. And replace... Alright. So this is signal in out. Okay. No, wait, that's not gonna... Hold on. So, hold on. Let me just ask. I got another question for you, because I haven't done a lot with this RedNet. So that would mean each Ender IO is still going to have an independent connection to it, right? Because...
If you want... Yeah, here's the thing.
Because Ender IO isn't going to know which signal it needs to pay attention to. Because...
Sure it is. I'll show you how.
Well, if you look at this connection I've got right here, this won't work.
Yeah, it will.
Oh, okay, so you're... Oh, I think I know where you're going. I think I know what you're thinking. The output...
Nope.
Okay. Alright, well, there's our 2 input lines right there.
And there's your 2 input and output lines right there.
Okay, no, wait, hold on. How do... RedNet cable doesn't work that way, though. Or, sorry, no. Ender IO cable doesn't work that way. Unless the colors are synonymous. Because RedNet the Ender.io cable.
RedNet is input and output, so you can.
Yes, but Ender.io is only.
But it's single color.
Yeah, and Ender.io isn't able to distinguish between a RedNet input signal and a RedNet output signal. Correct. So if I had.
Yeah. So here's what we're here's what we're gonna do. Do you have any more RedNet cable?
I do. We'll put one right there. Hold on.
No, that's not. That's. Hang on a second. I know how to do this with just RedNet alone. It's really, really easy. I don't know how well the insulated redstone is going to connect to the RedNet.
There's 3. No, I actually know. I know what we need to do. I do know what we need to do here. It's actually not too bad. It's just, yeah, okay, we'll bring the insulated redstone across. I need a couple more pieces of insulated redstone is what I need. Do you have any of it?
Yeah.
I need 1 to come down. Whoop. You're throwing it all over the place here. There we go. Whoops. Let's see, this is south. Whoops. Dang nabbit. Wrench works differently on different mods.
Yes, it does.
Okay, I think that will do the trick. There we go. Alright. Then this one becomes a... Let's see if I can remember. One of them's black and one of them's green. No, wait. Black and red are the inputs. White and green are the outputs. Okay.
Okay, we've got all of our metals converted over.
Already,
except
wow.
for gold. The only one we don't have is gold. I'll go ahead and get that done now.
Okay, there we are. Alright, so we wanted these to become a pulse generator. The signals from the pressure plates to become pulses. So they would only put output 1 at a time. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So black, I just have to remember which one was which. Okay, red goes to white. Perfect. So red. Okay. So we need a... What's the pulse generator called? It's called a pulse
Pulse former will take any kind of a signal and turn it into a pulse. It'll go on and off.
Is it called a pulse former, or because I only see a pulse lengthener here? It must have a different name, right?
Hang on, let me go down there and check it out. I'm just getting the rest of our stuff being imported into the system here so we can say goodbye to the super storage system.
All right. Now we have to program the inputs and outputs too, right?
One-shot pulse.
Oh, there we are. Thank you. Okay. So input. All right. Now, are you working on this? Are you?
I will get out of this so you can go ahead and do that.
So,
yeah, it's one-shot pulse. It used to be called the pulse former, but now it's called the one-shot pulse.
Yeah, okay, and the inputs and outputs are determined by faces.
Yes.
Back, so input red to white. So red is the input from the right. One-shot pulse. IO right, and output back. All right. And then the second one, input left, output top. One-shot pulse. Input left. Output up. Now, these only have on-off setting, don't they? When they're being input from various sources.
What do you mean?
They don't seem to. You can't set when you're dealing with input and output through different faces. You don't actually set a color. Is that correct? Yeah, I think it's going to work.
You can set colors if you want to, but that's only good if you're going through the RedNet system. Since you're doing an interface, and I don't think Inter.io and RedNet will recognize each other's colors, you should be good to go.
That was my thought. All right. Well, let's see if I can remember. Oh, hold on. Was this supposed to do something else? It was supposed to... Okay. Now, Ender.io's redstone is supposed to light up when you activate it, right?
Yes.
So if it is receiving a signal, it should turn... So if it doesn't light... If the signal conduit doesn't light up, what does that mean? That's not a good sign, is it?
Not typically.
Hold on. Okay, if this is on... Oh, right, it needs to go through an inversion. I forgot about that. Okay, output... variable. You have to output to a variable, right?
Yep.
And then output variable variable 2, and then we need to inverter variable 1, output, let's see, variable 1 is the left input. No, variable 1 is the right input, which is this one, which means it's outputting variable 1 through the inverted variable 1 through the back. Invert variable 1, output back. Invert variable 2, output through, I'm assuming U is top. What does reinitializing do? Does that clear all the programming? Or does that turn it on?
I believe that
Whoa!
What?
Oh, it just decided to dump everything out all at once.
Ah.
Okay, that's not doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, it just dumped everything out of this dropper all at once. Why would it do that?
That I do not know. This is not working according to how it should.
So one-shot pulse, IO right. Hold on. Which the right is hold on. You remember how we had trouble figuring out which way the thing was supposed to be facing? You remember that?
Yeah.
Was the right our right or the box's right?
It was right as you were looking at the front.
Right as you're looking at the front. Okay, so I should be right then. Should be doing it right. White output. Red input. Red in from the right out to the back. Oh, variable. The difference between a variable and a constant is a subtle thing, but a rather important one, I think. I was outputting a constant, an inverted constant to that thing. Okay. No, it's still deciding to dump everything out.
I do not know why.
Yeah, it should one shot pulse former should only output one pulse. Or are we looking for, or could it be a monostable circuit's the other name for it. If this is on, oh, I know what's wrong. I need to invert it first. That's what's going on. Input from the right, output to the left. Because I need to pulse on the inverted signal. That is, it's order of operations matters. Negator. All right. So invert signal 1, invert signal 2, pulse signal 1, pulse signal 2. Now what does the reinitialize button do? Do you know that off the top of your head, or is it?
I do not recall off the top of my head.
All right, I don't know what just happened there because I had nothing in it. That is so weird. It's just decided that everything should be output. All right, I'm missing something here, and I don't know what it is. So I'm going to have to diagnose that in the next off-camera, because I think me bashing my head against a programming window here is probably not the most fun thing in the world to watch. I'll let you know what the solution was in the next episode. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye for now.